Hey guys, welcome to my channel Success Sequence where we deal analyze Nifty and Bank Nifty's important move and expected level for the next day. Apart from that, from the recent past, we have also started to analyze the stock future trade that we are tracking near the market closing, and I'm also going to suggest or share what are the stock that we have gone long or short today, what are the reason for doing that, and what are the targets or what are the views we are expecting for that particular trade. So hold on to that. Now first we are going to analyze the Nifty. So as you can see guys, the Nifty has on a previous candle, as you can see, there was a good sort of rejection at a lower level near 8 days exponential moving average. So this kind of uh, suggestion did uh, convey that there has been a good sort of support near 8 days exponential moving average, and it suggests a good sort of bullishness in the market. So as you can see, market did open quite nicely with a gap up sort of move, and did try to went on very high side, but was not able to sustain at a high level. And as you can see, this kind of the wick that you are observing, it did suggest that the market could have closed at a high level, but finally it did close at a lower level. So it suggests that there is some sort of rejection of prices at a high level. Now what we are going to do is we are going to analyze the option activity range. We are also trying to gauge the market participants expectation from their option position from by analyzing call and put data. We are also going to see what the moving average and the technical indicators are suggesting, and accordingly how the market is likely to trade in the upcoming trading session. So first we'll start our analysis with option activity range. So for the Nifty, 10,500 to 11,000 is the broad option activity range. 400 points on upside and 100 points on downside. Date suggests it is a good sort of risk reward, especially for the bulls. Now if you see, I can see that there has been a continuous creation of fresh sort of position at a 10,750 to 11,000 level. Now the position, the fresh forming of bullish position did continue for the today's trading session as well. On a lower side, like 10,500 to 10,700, I can see that the call short has been covered. So again, it is suggesting that stable to bullish move by the market participants. Now we'll quickly see what the put participants have done. So as you can see, put has been written quite aggressively, especially at a level of 10,700. I can see a good sort of put writing, also in terms of change in open interest, close to 28,93,575 shares has been added to that particular level. So 10,700 is most likely to act as a good sort of support for this particular market. And on the higher side as well, I can see there has been a good sort of put writing. So all in all, the option chart data did suggest that there is a good sort of sentiments for the bulls, and the rally is most likely to continue because the market participants have hold on to their gains, or they are expecting a stable to bullish kind of market, which they have did by creating a fresh put writing. Now what we are going to do is we are going to analyze the moving average, candlestick, and technical indicators. So first we'll start with the technical indicators, and the CCI, as you can see, is trading in a plus 100 zone with a good sort of uh, support. I mean, on the lower side, as you can see, there has been a good support for a lower side, and it has been breaking on a high side as well. So if you can see here, there is still some sort of room for the CCI to go on higher side before it faces resistance. So CCI did suggest a good sort of up move, or sort of a stable to bullish kind of move in the market. Now if you see the smaller term MACD, you can see there has been a bullish crossover, and the resistance is also slightly placed at a high level. So you can expect a stable to bullish move from the smaller term MACD as well. On a bigger term MACD, you can also expect some sort of up move, and then there is a resistance. So three indicators are suggesting that there is some sort of a bullishness that can come, or there is a room for the market to move on a higher side. However, RSI is suggesting that the resistance has came, and if the market stalls at this particular point, you can see some sort of pause in the rally as far as the move is concerned on the upside. Now what you can do in this particular market, if you have gone long today, I think you should wait, because the 10,700 has been a good sort of support for the market, and I can see a continuous put writing being getting formed at a level, and the put writing is also shifting on our side. So it also suggests that the market participants are confident, and they are also shifting their position as well as the market is going higher. Now if you see the moving averages, you can see that the white line, which is 8 day simple moving average, is also trying to break above the red line. If at all this happens, it did suggest some sort of bearishness in the market, but I think we should wait, and the 10,700 will be a crucial level for the market. And on the upside, the market high which it has tried to make today will or might act as a resistance as far as the today's move or the range is concerned. Now let us just check out the weekly market. So if you can see, there is a bullish crossover, market went high and now it is going on a higher side. So CCI has already broken out of its zone, and there is a room for the CCI to go high. uh, MACD also suggests some sort of room to go on a high side, and the RSI has already broken out of its exponential average. So all in all, the market sentiment for the immediate short to medium term is looking quite bullish. So that was the analysis for the Nifty. Now we'll quickly see what the Bank Nifty is suggesting. Then we'll take a look at what the particular future position we have taken today and what is the rationale for that. So if you see the Bank Nifty after a good time, we can see that that there is a good sort of gain in the Bank Nifty is coming up. So as you can see, in my previous video I have also mentioned that there will be there is most likely that this particular level, as soon as the market breaks, you can see a good sort of rally on a higher side. Now as you can see, market has broken out of the particular range, and even the previous resistance has also been mounted. So I think the stable to bullish move for the Nifty as Bank Nifty as well you can expect. And as you can see or point out, uh, there is a support at a lower side, and there is a room for the market to move on a higher side. So same goes for the Bank Nifty as well. The uh, levels which you should look for will be the previous resistance will now act as a strong support. So let me just draw the line. 25,875 or 880 kind of level, or just let me just take a chart. So 25,900 as well, or if you want to be sure, 25,875 will act as a good sort of support for the market. And on a high side, if the Nifty breaks 26,000, the high, which is 26,090, you can definitely go long with the stop loss of 26,090. 26,090, because if market trades at a particular point and option chart data did suggest some sort of bullish, and market can go a quite significant high. And as far as the call data is concerned, I can see a good sort of bullish position getting formed at a high level, particularly at a 26,100 and 26,300. On a lower side, I can see a good sort of call short covering. On a high side, what I can see is there has been a put writing, aggressive put writing at a high level, right from 25,500 to 26,300. So all in all, market participants are expecting some sort of stable to bullish move. Now don't expect a linear sort of up move in the market in the days to come, because we are trying to analyze the market from a shorter to medium term perspective. There will be some sort of dip, but as far as the levels are getting hold, like 25,830 will act as a good sort of support for the Bank Nifty. And as far as these level are holding, you can definitely expect that the market are going on a higher side. Now time for our broadcast and the broadcast messages which I have shared today with my subscriber. So I'll also show you the position. So as you can see, I have looking for trade going short with Bajaj Finance January future. So just let me just show you why we have went on short on this particular stock. So Bajaj Finance. Okay, let me just find out from the list only. So here is the stock of Bajaj Finance. We have shorted future of this particular stock. I'll also share the exact position that we have taken today. Now the reason why I went short on this particular stock is there has been a strong sort of bearish crossover in this particular stock. The stock has not been able to sustain on a higher side, and it's continuously falling down. And as you can see, the the time it takes, it's 89 days exponential moving average. It has a tendency to open gap up. So you must be wondering why we have then gone on to short on this particular stock, because if you see, the stock has been forming a good sort of a bearish crossover, and the CCI is also trying to test his exponential average. MACD has already broken near his exponential average. The bigger term MACD has already generated a bearish crossover, and RSI has also broken his exponential average. So there are chances that even if the stock tries and opens a gap up, by monitoring the 15 days 15 minutes candle, you can easily determine whether the stock is going to go up or it will go down drastically. So there is a good sort of money that can be made if we hold on to this particular stock. So what we are trying to suggest is, we are not going to square up this particular stock immediately, and rather than that, we are going to wait with the stop loss of 89 days exponential moving average. So to tell you the exact level, 1743 will be a sort of a good sort of resistance for this particular stock. Now if you are a conservative trader and don't have much sort of risk appetite, you can definitely square off your position at your will. But if you want to take some sort of risk, you can definitely hold on to this particular stock with a short position in mind, because I am expecting a target of around 17,000, or the conservative side 1719 can also come. Now let me share you the position of mine. Just a second, it takes a time to load. Okay, so it is not reflecting. We need to log in. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, I have shorted this particular stock at 1747.5, shorted 500 quantity, which is a one lot. So shorted at 1747, and it has already trading at 1743.8. So already 18,000 1850 1850 sort of profit, 1850 is what we are getting, though it is not a good sort of money, but I am expecting a good sort of down move if the crossover matures. And I have also checked the option data and the future data. The stock has sort of resistance on a high level, and most likely it should open down rather than gap up. So and also I am expecting the stock to trade in a negative zone on a tomorrow as well. So that's the only reason we have taken a short position in this particular stock. So most of the time the subscribers are asking me, I mean the person who has not joined my WhatsApp broadcast, that what should we do to join in this particular WhatsApp broadcast, and what are the time that we are required. So guys, if you, even if you are doing job, you can join my WhatsApp broadcast, because it requires only 10 minutes, and that too just to place a trade. So what I do is, I at 10:15 or something, I share that what we are going to do for the tomorrow's opening move. So just take a position in that particular stock, and if the market opens in our favor, if you are getting 2 to 4,000 rupees, I will suggest that 2 to 3,000 rupees is enough. And if you don't want to uh, spend much time, you can immediately square off your position as soon as the market opens. Otherwise, if you have time, you can hold on and wait for wait for that particular stop loss to get hit, or the target to get achieved. So most of my subscribers are, what they are doing is, they are entering the trade at a 318 or something whenever I share them. And if by placing the trade, if they are getting 1000 1500, they are immediately booking profit. They are not also waiting for the next day's trade. Apart from unless if they are not getting a sufficient profit, or the stock does not move much, what they are doing is, as soon as the market opens, if they are getting 2 to 3,000, or even whatever money they are getting out of the trade, and then again waiting for the next trade. So by doing so, a daily 500 700 or 2000 6000 sort of profit, average 2000 to 6000 profit we are achieving. So that is what we are getting. But let me just warn you that there is a this particular trades are a leverage trade, because we are let me just show you, we are purchasing the stock in a very huge quantity. So we have purchased 500 stocks, so 8,73,750 stock worth value of stock position we have created. So though only you are trading with 1 lakh rupees, but you have an obligation to pay this much sort of money if the market goes otherwise. So there is a risk involved, and the leverage trade we are taking can also make us a good sort of money, though they have been making a very very much sort of good sort of money in the past couple of trades. But let me warn you that if you are not much of a risk taker, you should not trade in a future and option segment. So that's my advice for you, the genuine advice for you. And apart from that, if you want to take a risk and if you have a sort of 1 lakh capital and if you don't mind losing, then you can always join me on my WhatsApp broadcast, which is 9574399901. So we are running offer. If you join now or join later, there is a fixed sort of a very small amount of fee that you need to pay, and you can get subscription till 13th March 2018. So there is a good sort of time left. If you want to join, you can always message me on 9574399901. So that's it for the today's video, guys. As always, if you have any doubt, comment or query, you can always mention the comment section of the video. If you want to learn how we are placing trade, if you want to learn the system that we are using, you can always check the description of this particular video to get access to the playlist that I have created. Apart from that, if you want to help me, subscribe to my channel, share it to your friends and family, and just stay tuned. Thank you.